Senate Majority Leader John Thune says that Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries are just spinning their wheels while Americans suffer. Where do you see negotiations at right now?
What you're seeing, and first, thanks for having me, you're seeing Democrats that just want chaos to appease the radical base, the Mondami wing of their party. That's who's driving the Democratic Party today. It's not your father's Democrat Party where you can just reason and, Tip O'Neill and Ronald Reagan working things out. They hate Donald Trump and they want chaos. They don't care if it affects people adversely. You see it. They know that families are waiting 4 hours at airports, missing flights, not being able to make vacations or funerals or weddings. They don't care. And we're going to have a vote today on the House floor. You're going to see the vote. And look, it's a very straightforward vote. Do you want to fund the Department of Homeland Security, TSA, Coast Guard, all of that? Yes or no? It's two buttons, yes or no. And you'll see Republicans voting yes, and you're going to see Democrats voting no to make people go to work, 100,000 of these agents having to go to work without getting paid because Democrats are voting no.
Yeah, Leader, I think TSA misses their third paycheck tomorrow. I'm not sure how many people can make it without getting 3 paychecks in a row. But so you leave for recess 2 weeks starting tomorrow. Do we see any hope of anything getting done before then?
We're going to continue to give more opportunities. The vote you're going to see today is going to be the 8th time that Congress will be voting to fund this department. And 8 times Democrats keep voting no. When will they take yes for an answer? I mean, look at all the changes President Trump has made to the Department of Homeland Security. We have a new secretary now. Mark Wayne Mullen, who's going to do a great job, is over there. Tom Homan's come in, made major reforms. You're seeing lots of changes in how enforcement's working. But, oh, by the way, the murderers are still out there. As we saw in Chicago, another horrible death, young, beautiful girl shot down by an illegal who Joe Biden and Democrats let in. And Democrats are voting to keep those borders open and let more murderers into our country. This is a major fight that America needs to understand. Republicans are fighting for law and order. Democrats want to defund the police. They want lawlessness. They want open borders. And they're defending the criminals who come here illegally and harm Americans. It's insane. I can't explain it. I don't know if you can. It makes no sense. But these people are crazy, as Donald Trump said at the State of the Union.
Yeah, and the ripple effect that this shutdown is having is really remarkable. You have the TSA deputy administrator who was among those testifying on Capitol Hill yesterday saying basically at this point, with all the employees flat out quitting, getting a trained staff up to speed will now take months. Take a listen to this.
At this rate and at this point in time, we wouldn't be able to train those officers and put them in place in time for the FIFA World Cup. So, we're facing it come this summer.
Do Democrats realize the gravity of this situation moving forward? Nobody wants 4-hour lines, but more importantly, I don't want to see those TSA agents not getting paid.
Right, and Democrats know this. I mean, you saw that hearing yesterday. She also testified that TSA agents are sleeping in their cars because they can't pay rent.
So sad.
I mean, imagine, you talked about all the checks that they've missed. These are people averaging $55,000 a year, not wealthy people. And they've gone 49% of this fiscal year without a paycheck because Democrats cruelly voting to deny them pay while they're doing this important job to keep our country safe. Whose side are these Democrats on, by the way, when they would rather side with violent criminal illegals over Americans who want to be safe and TSA agents who are just doing a job to let you go to an airport and get on a plane and not have to worry that a terrorist is going to get on that plane with some kind of bomb-making device. I mean, this is a pre-September 11th mentality that Democrats have right now. And it's the votes you can see. It's a very transparent vote. You can go look at it. Call my office if you want to see the vote today and get a list of who voted yes and who voted no to keep defunding the police and defunding our TSA agents who are barely making it. They've got rent due. They've got to try to eat. I mean, there's food shelters, setting up food shelters for TSA agents at airports. Democrats should be ashamed of themselves for voting no today.
Yeah.
Information. Truth is freedom. is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.